Hi, it's Ryan from Knights Around the Table. I've got a copy of Dungeon Petz provided to me generously by the lovely lads and lasses at Czech Games Edition. As usual, I know nothing about the game, but I did request it because I thought, you know what? Here's why I requested it. I went to a con in my hometown, Oshawa, 2 years ago, called Board Game Con, and some people were playing it, and there were lots of bits on the table and it looked complicated, and I asked a guy, hey, is the game any good? How are you liking it? And he looked up at me and he was like kind of pale and sweaty, and he's like, I think I'm finally getting the hang of it. I said, cool, how long have you been playing? He's like, 3 hours. And I walked away thinking, that sounds like my kind of game. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know, I like complexity. I don't know why. Nobody else I know likes complexity. Nobody I try to play with likes complexity. They like simple games. So I'm hurting myself by getting complex games. I can't explain it. I don't follow publishers or designers, but I noticed that this one is designed by Vlada. And I think now I'm starting to pay attention. He is one of the designers who is most represented in my board game collection. What do I have by Vlada? I have Codenames, and I have Space Alert, and I have Mage Knight. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 games anyway. Yeah, I think I have more games by Vlada. Oh, what's the drawing game he did? Not Picturica, but the one with the dragon on it. And by the time I'm editing the video, I'll put the graphic of the actual game I'm trying to think of up there. Vlada. Maybe that means I like his games. I don't know. This one is a sequel, spiritual successor, something in the same series as, not an expansion to, I don't believe, I hope not, but a follow-up to Dungeon Lords, which I also haven't played. Why was I interested in Dungeon Petz over Dungeon Lords? I like pets more than lords, I guess. I don't know how to explain that. But this has the same demented or similar demented artwork as in Alchemists. I don't know if it's the same artist because I did not check that beforehand. That was not a Czech Games joke, by the way. Just noticed as I said Czech that it said made in the Czech Republic. I didn't check it beforehand, but again, when I'm editing, I'll check it out. Is it the same artist as Alchemists? Survey says, I don't know if I'm right or not. I'll find out later. You'll know immediately. Stop talking, Ryan. Just open the game. In Dungeon Petz, you are... I don't know. I know so little about this game. Box fart o-meter 2.5. It smells just like Czechoslovakia. I don't know what that smells like, but it smells very hot off the presses, printer inky. A little catalog for other Czech Games Edition games right off the bat. Kind of no insert, just everything just kind of like thrown into the box. You can kind of tell when a game was made these days by the attention paid to the inserts, because I find now games are getting a lot better at making nice inserts. If you've seen my unboxing how to play of Dice Forge, that has one of the coolest inserts ever. They worry about where everything goes. Then a few years back, man, they didn't worry so much. Check it in the box. Instruction booklet clocks in at, I'll give you a page count, though I don't know if a page count is really indicative of, well, yeah, maybe in this case it is. It's a 19-page book, quite text heavy. A lot of picture examples, that's fun, but small print. And since it's the same publishing team, it reminds me a lot of the Alchemist's instruction booklet, but it's not a light game, it doesn't look like. Nothing to be entered into lightly. What is Dungeon Petz about? It is about pets. Next, we have a bag of wood and some unique pieces I'm noticing here that I have not seen in any other game. What is this guy doing? It is a, what is that even? A hunched over mole man. The heck? A bad haircut. I don't know what that is. It almost reminds me of like a Mystic or Skeksis from the Dark Crystal. No clue. I'm very drawn by whatever this is. These look like clasps that go on either side of, I'm gonna guess spinners. They're spinner clasps? I don't even know. Lots of other wood cubes and discs and things in various colors, making me think that they're resources. Check this out. Wow. These are injection molded. I mean, I don't know my manufacturing processes, but these are tiny little gremlin-y looking dudes of the same style that you see on the front of the box. These little imp fellows. So they look like little imps. Their ears are quite pointy. Don't let the baby play with these. You will have an ex-baby. I don't mean that the baby's going to grow up. Baby will not exist anymore. Choking is what I'm trying to say. I see now the shape of these weird looking unique meeple things is supposed to be like these gnomey troll dudes. That's kind of neat that they got the artwork to match the wood. I wonder if they cut the wood first and then have the artist draw, or if the wood's based on the drawing. Kind of cool. I'm gonna put this little imp back in the bag so I don't lose him. Some shiny, dark-ish, semi-translucent plastic charcoal colored cubes. Is that enough adjectives for you? A couple of boards, possibly player boards. Ah, reminiscent of Alchemists, although I believe this game came first. There's a, am I supposed to fold this? I think I am. Yeah. And then this one folds down. So there's a secret hidden player screen, and just look at the amount of iconography going on in the back of this player screen. Whew! Poo? I think there's poo in this game. Do we get poo tokens? Maybe the brown cubes are poo. Or the green ones if you have a problem. I don't know. They're monsters. Who knows? But yeah, heck. Lots of stuff going on in there. A couple more boards. I'm assuming player boards because they're all similar. This looks like perhaps some sort of market board. Or maybe Petz leveling up. There are pets. Dungeon Petz is about pets. All right, so a deck of cards, weirdly, it's in a bag and it's not plastic wrapped or anything. Here are the cards. Remember, the same format as Alchemists. Alchemist is the game that really, obviously, I'm comparing this to because it's the only other significant big box Czech Games Edition game I own. I don't know. Are these all the same? No, they've got stuff in the back. Derp, I'm on the wrong side. Let's get these bowl ones out of here. Oh, there's the poop. There's the poop. And bowl, and whatever you put in the bowl makes the poop. And look, your pets maybe can get sick. That's very sad. If you've ever had a sick pet. My pet, you've seen my cats if you watch my cat lady video, how to play cat lady. My younger cat, Pippin, constantly tries to eat a needle and thread. And every single time I've seen him go, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's got thread. And I pull the thread out, and this needle comes out at the end of this thread. And every single time, he's done it like at least twice now, and every single time I see a needle and thread lying around the house, maybe that's the problem, I'm thinking like, oh my God, I just saved myself from like a $6,000 vet bill. At least. Here is the main board. There it is, lots of weird jazz going on. Gotta be the same artist. That's gotta be the same guy. Those umbrellas look the same as in Alchemists. Neato. Does Alchemists take place in the same universe as this one? It's weird, I don't remember seeing any Dungeon Petz in Alchemists. So instead, not spinners, those clasps I don't think were for spinners, they're for the pets. And it looks like you clasp together these little things and their stats trackers or markers or counters for the different pets that you were trying to raise. Because as we've discussed, Dungeon Petz, in Dungeon Petz, what is this? A prison for pets? Maybe if the pets are naughty? I don't know. On the very bottom, oh, there is some card to punch out. Lots of different things. Look at this. What is this? This is for your satanic pet. You got a pentagram on the bottom. Evil pets, kind of like my cat Pippin. Different tokens. There's so much going on here. Oh my gosh. But this is the kind of thing that makes my brain light up. I love it. I love it. Bring on the icons. More icons. You know, point counters. I guess when you get up past 50 points, you get one of these. It's kind of thing. Look, this is like a playground maybe for your pets. So wait, there's a playground for your pets, there's a prison for your pets, and there's a satanic electrified pentagram for your pet. They are dungeon pets after all. I don't think they're good pets. They might be nasty, monstrous, evil pets. Right, I should tell you what the game is about. In Dungeon Petz, so that's all there is to say about Dungeon Petz. That's my unboxing. As usual, I'm gonna play it. I will make a how to play video, possibly a find the fun video to tell you how I liked it after I played it. As for this, thank you for watching. Oh, I should say, in Dungeon Petz, Did you just watch that whole thing? Oh, hey, to 100% this video, click the badge to subscribe and then click the bell to get notifications when I've got new stuff.